Hello and welcome to the Sup Podcast. I'm. Come on.
Chris, shut the fuck up and let him intro it, man.
All right, yeah, my bad.
Jeez.
I'm lilkinky, and this is the Sup Podcast. I'm only here for a good time, not a long time. You know why? Today on the show we have the regulars, Chris Cheney.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Luke Trevisi.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
The one and only LZD325, Lawrence Deloach.
Oh,
My guy. What's good, Tanner? Welcome back, man. I'm so happy to have you on this one, man.
roll out the carpet for Lawrence.
My guy right there.
Roll out the red carpet.
He's just the only one that I remember his Instagram handle.
Wow.
Wow. Clearly, Tanner had a favorite.
I told Tanner's a fucking genius. He's a legend. Yo, that guy is the fucking man, for real. I'm so happy to have you back, bro. Listen, this is like week, 4, 5?
This is, yeah, we're in it, man. Let me see.
This is a month of this.
5 weeks now.
It's a lot. This is too much.
Damn.
Tanner, what have you been doing to get by, Tanner?
Yeah.
Update us on your life.
To be honest, I've been hearing a lot of pushback for people saying this, but I've been thriving, never been better. I like working from home. I've been working on my paintings a lot. I feel very good about how things have been going.
So your background there, those are paintings that you've painted.
Yeah. Well, the Tide one I did way back in October. Listerine was during New Year's, and then I've done 3 more since. Little excited, not used to the setup.
You do great. Chris, you're a dick.
And I've done 3 more paintings since we've been quarantined.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome, man. What about the guy in the back there? What's up with him?
Oh, I forgot to. God damn it! I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce him. That's Erwin.
That's Erwin?
Yeah. He's wearing my last winter gear.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought that was like the mannequin for your Batman outfit.
No. That's my last winter gear. So
Yeah.
like, as soon as this winter's fully over, he's gonna be wearing the TikTok hoodie.
Oh.
But for now, he's still rocking Pornhub.
Okay.
Okay.
I respect.
Yeah.
I respect.
I found him on the streets of Bay Ridge.
What do you do with him, buddy?
Usually he's in my living room he's just like decoration, really.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I put a light in his hand, so he's like works as a lamp.
Okay. Oh, actually, that's kind of cool.
It is pretty sick, right?
That's pretty rad.
I want to like wire it and like fully like get it to like have like a switch in it and everything.
Yeah.
But for right now, I just sort of like ghetto put it up its sleeve.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
cool.
I'm so
Cool,
happy
though.
that Tanner's here. This is my favorite episode I think we've ever done.
I fucking love it, yo.
I was watching TV.
Nah.
He's also eating. He's
like.
like got mangoes in front of him and shit, and he's just flipping through channels.
This is ideal.
First off, number 1 is pineapple. Second off, the reason why I changed the channel is because I just turned on ESPN. They have the horse. They have NBA horse. So the guys are playing horse.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, this is guys. This is where we're at. We're at a point in time now where entertainment everything is digital. All right.
Yeah.
We saw. I don't know if did you guys watch the Saturday Night Live last night from home?
I did not. How was it?
I saw some of it.
Very unique. I mean,
Okay.
it's it just goes to show you that with everything that's going on in this world, how people are trying to adapt. Now, sports obviously is completely, it's different. You need 30, 70,000 people in an arena. You need athletes to feel safe. But ESPN is literally, here's NBA 2K tournaments, here's horse challenges, and Saturday Night Live is like, we're gonna do sketches from home, and and I'm just like, where do we continue to go? And Tanner, you as a guy who you're super creative, bro. Like, how do you feel? Like, what are you doing now in terms of your work?
I want to talk to you about sports because
Hell yeah, dude.
Recently I got really into hockey. Really into it.
Good.
And
I do remember that.
And they cut off the season. They did the same with basketball.
Yep.
And I just want to know how you're dealing with there not being sports right now, because I'm really upset about it.
Sports anime, bro.
I was so excited about the Stanley Cup and it's about hockey. And then Katie had to get Corona and ruin it all for everyone.
Yes, it's Kevin Durant's fault specifically.
Yeah.
Well,
other people too, but
it's other people as well. Damn, it's sports is such a unique.
What have you been doing?
Have you? Lives.
Yeah, you like basketball. You watch basketball. What have you been doing?
Love basketball, bro. I mean, honestly, I've been watching the older games from like 20 years ago. And and once again, I mean, I think we're all sports basketball fans are excited about next Sunday when ESPN drops the Chicago Bulls documentary from
from
the last ride from 97, 98 season. So I mean, there's things that you're getting through, and we talked about it on the podcast, Chris. I mean, and Tanner and Luke about wrestling. Obviously WWE still going on. So obviously it's not a simple transition, but dudes are figuring out how to live this new norm that we're in right now, bro. So
I'll tell you guys, my girlfriend actually showed this to me. It's a great substitution for sports. There's marble racing.
Oh, God, I'm not autistic. I'm not that autistic.
No. Dude, I'm telling you, the marble racing is fucking, it's like Olympics. They have all the same events. There's like track and field. They got these weird stuff. It's fucking awesome.
I know. I was watching this shit 2 years ago. Like
that's right.
Well, I'm sorry,
that's right, man.
You're so ahead of the fucking curve.
But even then, it was bad. Like it's not. Like marble racing is.
How dare you, man? Marble racing is amazing.
I love it.
It was amazing 2 years ago. It's not amazing anymore. If you bring it up now, you're uncool.
All right, you got me.
Well, speaking of sports, we can segue this into a relevant sneaker topic. So I don't know if you guys saw it, Tanner. This is going to be whole news to you. So Giannis Antetokounmpo, he has the Zoom Freak sneaker, which there's a new version coming out. That's a real person, Tanner.
Okay.
And you can only get this shoe if you play NBA 2K Live. Now, we've seen a couple of different iterations of these, but there was no like stipulation of like winning or anything involved. Apparently, you have to win like a playoff game inside of some mode. If they keep moving this sneaker shit into video games, I'm gonna get real angry because they did this with Fortnite. Remember, they put the guy in the Spider-Man Jordans. And now they're making specific only basketball shoes if you play I don't play basketball games. I don't play Fortnite and I don't play basketball games. They're gonna have to have Ryu wear like his dunks or something for this to apply to me. Do you guys seeing this moving in a direction like that? I don't know if I like this.
I don't know, because from the shoes that I've seen come out, a lot of them are trash. So I'm not really too worried about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really too worried about it. I don't think they would really, unless like, there's like very rare instances where I see them in the future putting out like grailed sneakers through NBA 2K. There's maybe like 2 or 3 instances where that would even be plausible, because they're just going to lose out on too many sales by having like all of these people jump through hoops like that. If it's like something that people really want, like I guarantee you, like no great colorway is coming out of that collection.
Yeah, I mean, the colorway that's not coming out. I mean, Lawrence, you play 2K, but do you even have the most recent version to get these?
Oh yeah, I because of the pandemic, I bought NBA 2K20 for.
Nice.
Playing,
okay.
So I've been playing that. But I mean, dude, I don't play it enough that I'm. I play online. And I play some of these dudes, and these dudes, they've been playing this game since September when it released.
Yeah.
I'm 6 months behind everyone, and
they are not playing basketball. They are playing virtual basketball.
like yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a completely different game than basketball. Like 2K, I think, in my opinion, I don't know.
No, it's a totally different.
Yeah.
Tanner, do you even play video games?
I do not play video games. I play online chess sometimes.
Oh, nice.
But mostly, no, I don't.
So that's kind of what I'm saying. That's kind of what I'm saying, though. So like, only one person here out of the 4 of us, I know this is a weird control group, but like, so 25% of us can get the opportunity to get this shoe. We've talked about this with many different angles. I don't like how they're making it so.
But
What?
shoes are all about exclusivity. Like that's the whole gig of it.
Yeah,
So
keep going, Tanner. I like this.
I mean, so like this is just another exclusive group. Like if you're not in the group, you don't get it. If you don't know about the shoe, you don't get it. If you're not fast enough, you don't get it. Like it's just the same limited drop, just through different.
Gotta win, baby.
Yeah.
Nike's for winners only, baby.
Woo!
Woo!
So, El, did you try and get these, or were you even aware of them? Like, I don't.
I definitely was aware of him because I actually linked my sneakers account to my 2K account. I did know about them, but I didn't really go after them because I'm not a big fan of the Giannis the Greek Freak sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, like I remember they did something like this with Kobe's, and yeah, I mean, and they do that. This is you guys got to realize everything is like they're innovating so many different things. They're doing so many different procedures, things that we used to look at and be like, this is stupid. Now, this is like a new norm.
Yeah.
It went from mom and pop Foot Lockers to online to you're seeing different ways of of just things coming out, man. And remember back in the days, I mean, this would be considered like a player edition sneaker that no one would get, like if this was 15 years ago, you had no shot at getting these exclusive colorways like this. So I think they're trying to do something different. And once again, it is for a small market. And, if you do play the game, then, I mean, you also spend $60 to get a game and you spend a lot of hours in. I mean, it's one of those perks that come with it, man.
To me, it reminds me of the Street Fighter model of selling video games, which I know it's a kind of a stretch, but if you stay with me here for a second. So, like, when they come out with a Street Fighter, it's very basic and there's not a lot to it. There's like a certain amount of characters. There's like the online's usually fucked up or whatever. It happened with the most recent one. But then what they do is they have like 3 sessions of downloadable content where you spend like more than double the amount of money on the actual game. And so like you end up paying like almost $200 to play the game that you originally wanted, right? I have a feeling that they're going to make it so hard to get some of these jump through hoops. Like, all right, so what if now I have to have had the previous game and load my save data on the new one, and then I can you get what I'm saying? It's just like there's too many. We jump through enough hoops.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's something that, especially these video games like Fortnite. I've read an article a few weeks ago where a former NBA player, Kendrick Perkins, he said his kids ran up his credit card bill $16,000 on Fortnite. When you look at even a game like NBA 2K, you spend $60 for the game itself, but if you want to purchase certain perks, I mean, you can spend hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. So I think this is obviously there's the way you monetize the actual game itself, but then there's ways that you monetize to make more money off of the game. It's a game within a game to me at this point.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Listen, man. Speaking of basketball and all this, man, we had a sneaker release yesterday that was pretty hyped. It was the Air Jordan 1. What was it, the Court Purples?
Yeah.
That finally came out. They were pushed back after time. I think I've gone on record as saying this. Jordan 1s have been poured out.
Yeah.
And it went from something as simple as 7 years ago, people were clamoring for all the OG colorways to come back out, whether it was the black and red, the Royals, and Black Toes and Chicago's, and we got all those in a 3-year stretch. And then Jordan Brand ran out of tricks, if that's the best way for me to put it. So now it's just like, we're just going to keep coming out with Jordans. And I think the Court Purples they're a cool shoe, but it's just like, dude, after Chicago's and Royals, I mean, like I said, and it gets to that point where it's like, fuck, how much more are they going to keep dropping on people, man?
Yeah.
Pour out a new model.
I mean, they're getting to the point. Excuse me. They're getting to the point where like it's not only Jordan 1. Like the 4s kind of seem like they're getting hoarded out. I know they were around their anniversary year, but it seems like all the early Jordans are getting the same kind of treatment. Not as much as the 1 specifically. The 1's getting it a lot, but no, you're right, man. It's kind of getting ridiculous. What you were about to say something?
No, it's the 2s are the only ones you don't see it from. It's 1, 3s, 4s, 5, 6s.
Yeah,
you know?
Which I've gone on record a million times and said the 2s are such an underrated model.
Yeah.
I want them to retro the Chicago 2s, or the white 2s, because I feel like if they're gonna do it, because it wasn't like one of the more popular models, they're going to put people through hoops to get that. What happened?
His cat. Tanner's got his cat.
Yeah, Barf just wants to be on camera for a minute. Sorry.
Yeah, you can. No, it's great. Don't worry.
No, it's all good.
No, wait. So
But,
Tanner, just to check back in with you for a second. So like, kind of to pile on what we were saying, a lot of Jordan 1s, 4s, some of the earlier models, since you've been last on the podcast, have gotten like really hoarded out and abused. Have you noticed anything since the last time you spoke with us, like shoes wise?
I feel like last time we were spoken, Lawrence was always on the 2 train, but starting to say that that 1s were just like too much. Like and I see them too. Like those are I don't know a lot of the models, but I definitely know the 1s. Like everyone and their mom has a 1, and all different colors, every different. They almost seem like not even like Nikes. They almost seem like Van custom shoes. Like how many different colorways there are.
Ooh.
Like that. Tanner's putting out some shots here, and I'm loving everything about it.
He's doing it, man. I was on GOAT the other day, and I was trying to look up I was looking up turbo greens, and those are down to like $340. They used to be like $500-600 when they first came out. So it's
turbo
like
green,
turbo green 1s. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going down. Like everything's going down in price. Everything that's been like popular for the past couple of years because of the Jordan. I think because of the influx of the Jordan 1s, we're seeing everything go down in price, which is kind of.
Well, yeah, I mean, between the abuse of the models and between the whole sneaker market going down because of the pandemic and everything kind of leveling out. I mean, and we even saw the solution with round 2 that we talked about. They're gonna team up with Grailed and have all the inventory from the round 2 store on the Grailed site.
Tanner, do you know what round 2 is?
Yeah, I know about round 2. I want to hear more, unless you guys have already talked about it to bits.
No, we really haven't.
What how are all shoes like on GOAT and all those like reselling sites going way down now? Like with like everything that's going on, or like shoe prices like tanking?
Shoe prices are going down. They're not going down. They're not tanking, but they're still like I think you could find a couple shoes that were in like the $600-700 range for $500-400 now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like they're going down.
Like marginally everything's gone. Like everything's pretty much on sale. Quote on the secondary market right now, like because no one's really buying shit. So like people are just trying to sell shit because people are losing their jobs.
Right.
People aren't getting unemployment. You know what I mean? Like luckily I finally got on, but like as a sole proprietor, it's weird because my mom back in Mass still hasn't gotten it. You know what I mean? So like some people aren't getting any help anywhere. So that's contributing to this whole thing.
Right. Yeah. I just could imagine like there couldn't be like $1,000 resale like shoes and like. It just doesn't seem like
they're still
where the
moving.
priority are. Yeah,
believe it or not, there are still shoes. Like there are people who are taking like this as an opportunity to kind of invest in sneakers. I think.
Really?
Yeah, because you're buying low. You know.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's only a couple $100, the prices of sneakers have gotten so ridiculously inflated on the secondary market that like Luke said, if you see something at 700 now it's 400, you're like, all right, that's mine.
Do you think it will go back up?
After the crash, I think a lot of this stuff will go up because the economy is going to surge. So, like, the second we're allowed to go outside, like, first off, the city is basically going to fall apart because of how many people are going to go outside and just freak out.
Start fucking on the street.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be absolute mayhem. I'm going to be so happy to be in the city when it happens.
I know.
But the second thing is like, if people start getting money again to spend, like, that's part of what this $1,200 is to keep the economy kind of afloat.
Right.
So like when people come out of this stuff and they got some spending money, like they get a job back or whatever. Yeah,
I think you'll
it's just
see.
gonna go back up.
I think immediately you'll see a little bit of a bump immediately, where once the stimulus checks come through, people are going to start spending on a little bit of like extra stuff. That'll start happening, but it'll probably dip back down again once people realize like, ah, shit, this is like left a very big hole in the economy.
Yeah.
What are you guys getting? What are you guys getting with your stimulus? Are you guys buying anything?
I got a question.
What's
Is
up?
this stimulus check thing real? I've just been seeing memes about it on Twitter. I thought it was a meme.
No,
it's
it's
real.
real.
How am I gonna get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
How
am
are you an American?
I am.
There you go.
Is it just gonna get mailed to me?
No. Well, if you
Direct deposit.
if you didn't file a tax return in 2019 or for 2019 or 2018, there are steps for you to still get your check, but basically it's based on who filed their taxes in the last like year or so.
Yeah.
So that's the first step. So I don't know, also I'm sure there's some type of conditions. I mean, if you're a dependent, if you've been, you can find out. But Tanner, yeah, it is real. So
Yeah.
sometimes I forget.
Sometimes I forget we're an influential platform, and we have to remind people that there are still rules.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's still rules. I mean, you think they're just gonna mail? I mean, Tanner, like
Just give
they're
out
not
free
gonna mail
money.
you out. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's be a little bit more responsible. Chris, also, I have a question. So you mentioned Grailed and round 2. Where did you see that at?
That was on the Grailed
The
Instagram.
Grailed Instagram, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So so let's see how that plays out with them.
Because I hit you guys with the screenshot the second I saw it.
No, I know. I remember that. I was just trying to go online and just see that. Yeah, I do see that. So my only thing with Grailed is Grailed has a major problem in terms of some of their shit is fake.
Yep.
That gets sold on Grailed. And we've also seen in the past that some of the shit that round 2 sells
is fake.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I want to know.
Did you see the top comment? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but the top comment on Instagram is, "I thought y'all didn't allow fake stuff on Grailed."
Jesus Christ.
That's the top comment on the Grailed post about round 2.
Yeah, but keep going now. What were you saying?
Yeah.
No, so it's once again, Grailed, obviously they do specialize in like vintage clothing, and you can get a lot of vintage clothing. Round 2 also does that. And we did mention that, round 2 was like very behind in terms of not having some type of online platform to sell their merchandise, as now we can see when your brick and mortar store goes down, they really had no option or no way to move their merchandise, except for like they would here and there go online and do some type of it would be like a quick sale or like a flash sale. But
round 2 went under?
No, they didn't go under.
No, they had this shut down. Yeah.
Which location?
No, they had to for quarantine.
Oh, for quarantine. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
So
I was so
busy
lost.
thriving. You don't care.
I was so lost. Yeah, exactly.
You don't care about anybody
driving
else.
so hard.
He's like, "Oh, what's round 2? I'm better than it right now." I don't care.
No.
I got lost. I'm sorry. Keep
That's
going.
okay.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So I think who's going to, at least with GOAT and Stock. I mean, they're gonna have to train employees to do a way better job of letting things through, because I've been around 2 so many times, and literally, I mean, I've dropped off a pair of sneakers. I've even picked up sneakers, and I had to do a better legit check than their employees did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here. I remember one time I had got a pair of when I had got my Prestos, my off-white Prestos, I had a size 11.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to trade them for a size 12, right? And I went to round 2. This is when the Prestos like first came out, because I wasn't trusting like I'm going a month later. Like this is when they first came out, and I went there, and the employee, I'm like, dude, I got 11, I need a 12. He's like, all right, cool, it's $30. He does this while he looks at my size 11 just like this, and it's all right, cool. And he looks at the 12 and does like a quick glance, and then he's like, you good? And I literally did like a 10-minute legit check, and he was like, fam, they good? And I'm like, I don't trust y'all.
Yeah.
And I know that's really sad to say, especially if you're trading a sneaker that is hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But I just want to know what type they're gonna have to obviously do a lot better legit checks than what they're doing, because they can't let a lot of fake shit through, or else they're gonna get fucking slaughtered.
Yeah, it's just the only solution that we've seen with these mom and pops though. So like I don't really consider Round 2 like a mom and pop, but they didn't have a web presence, which is like a mom and pop.
Well,
so,
yeah,
I mean,
the amount of employees, the no online presence, big old mom and pop. Go on.
It is a mom and pop. It really is to me.
It's not a pure mom and pop. Like Sean is a personality. Like mom and pops don't have a personality behind their shops. They don't get a Nike collab and then win a, you know what I mean? It's a little different, but it's in the same vein. It's just similar. But I want to know how the splits are going to be like, because if a Round 2 product is selling on Grailed, how much of that is going to Grailed and how much is going to Round 2?
I said this in the group chat, but I said it was probably going to be the normal trade rate. I think maybe even discounted.
Well, here's the thing. Also, I mean, if you're basing this off of Grail's Instagram, guys, we don't know. I mean, we don't know what this partnership may truly entail. We're kind of. I mean,
that's a good point. We are speculating.
If it's based on these two arms coming together, we don't know what the. I mean, if we don't know what that means. Round 2 could be using Grail's, their web capability. We don't know what it is. We don't know. So I think before we can speculate and be like, well, or is it going to be an 80-20 split, 70-30? How is this going to work? I mean, let's find out what the fuck they even talking about. All they did was this vague Round 2 Grail coming together for one. We don't know.
That's true.
I mean, what Foot Locker partnered with GOAT, right? And
Foot Locker bought GOAT. That's different.
Okay, so then who's to say Grail didn't buy Round 2? We don't know. We don't know yet.
That's true.
That's also true.
That's also very true.
So I mean, let's just obviously let's figure it out before we say like, oh man, how's the consignment shop's gonna work and this and that and that. We don't know. We don't know, guys. We're in a time where maybe Round 2 is now going on Grail so they can sell the inventory that they have in their stores. We don't, because who knows when the fuck Round 2 is going to reopen, when these stores are going to open. So let's figure it out before, let's see where it goes. But it is very interesting because I feel like all of these online platforms are definitely, they're all coming, they're trying to like collab up and come together because shit, if you out there by yourself, you not fucked, but you better have a major backing. You better have someone backing. You better have a tag team partner in this shit. So yeah, man.
No, yeah, you make a good point. I didn't really think about it like that.
Point.
Yeah. Well, I'm just interested to see what everybody does, because there's a bunch of, I'm not gonna say a bunch, but there are a lot of entities like Round 2 that need solutions, and if this goes the way we think it might go, then I think a lot of people will follow suit, and it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, shit, I just had something I was going to segue into, but I forgot. All right, how do I force this one? Okay, so Lawrence, last year, what was your shoe of the year this year?
My shoe of the year in 2020 so far?
Yeah, so far, what was it?
I don't even think we did that so far. I don't even think we've discussed shoe of the year so far. We could do shoe of the quarter, of the first quarter so far.
Yeah.
I think there's, honestly, you're putting me on the spot.
No, you good. I mean, but last year, I can do this with last year it was the waffle, right?
It was between the waffle and the Travis Scott ones. I think I definitely chose the waffle as the shoe of the year.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's where I can segue this. So I found out recently that the waffle, I was talking to a friend who works at Nike. The waffle was actually a trail running shoe. That was the first model that Nike tried to do trail running with.
Okay.
So I say that because now, so people like Sakai and other people have been flipping trail runners. I've noticed a lot of trail running models getting a lot of resurgence, and companies doing a lot of new trail running models for the future.
Yeah.
So I think trail running is going to be a new thing. Now, hold on, let me, because dad shoes was like the last big trend in sneakers, or the chunky. You guys agree with that?
Yeah, chunky was the big one.
Yeah, because it seems like, all right, so New Balance has been killing it lately.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're coming out with these trail runners, right?
Right.
Fucking gross.
Tanner, you love these. Shut up. This is all you all day.
No.
No,
you don't like these at all.
No,
these are too. Yeah, no, these aren't Tanner.
Those will make me look too like legit autistic. Like those are too.
He's right. He's right. He knows his strengths.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Aside from Tanner looking too autistic in these, I don't think they're a bad. I don't think those are bad shoe. But I'll comparatively put these up against. So Li Ning, you guys know I advocate for them, and I'm not even saying this as part of the meme. They're fucking killing it as far as staying on trend relative to when the trend pops, and they're starting to do trail running.
Those look much better.
These do look better. These do have like a kind of alien stomper feel to them.
And I also have noticed a lot of people, specifically Asians, wearing a lot of Solomon.
Okay.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not. Solomon is fucking wrecking right now. Solomon's doing so good, and I don't know why. And I'm thinking this is what I was leading up to.
What is Solomon?
No, Solomon.
Yeah, what the fuck is Solomon, dude?
You guys know them as like probably like a ski brand or like a roller skate brand. Hold on, cover me while I get this up.
In sports news, fucking nothing.
Damn, dude, that was tough.
Hold on.
Oh, these.
Yeah.
Oh, got you.
I thought you were saying
Got
Salmon like a
you.
jackass.
No, Solomon. Yeah.
Solomon.
Like, dude, especially like the model's not really up here, but like these. I've seen these or a shoe like these on so many different people, more specifically Asian. But it seemed like this trail shit is going to overtake.
I think you're just noticing it more, dude.
No, I'm telling you, this is going to be the shit. I wanted to see what you guys thought. That was what this whole segue was getting to.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. I don't like it, but I think you might be right. It seems to be all going in this direction. Like, if you look at what models are like kind of popular right now, like the green ones already remind me of those the off-white Nikes that are supposed to come out.
I mean, even think about like the shit that Balenciaga is putting a lot of their shit into, because they're ahead, generally speaking, as far as other the high-end brands, as far as the sneaker trends. A lot of their shit looks like fucked up versions of these.
Yeah, above the green ones, to the left, not the two set right there, that one to the right to the right. No, these guys look like Shanghais, dude.
Yeah.
Like those look like the Air Max Shanghais. You know?
Yeah.
Like these are like the poor man's version of that. So I do see like a potential for it. I understand why Asians would like these.
I mean, Lawrence, does this hit anywhere for you? I'm just trying to stay ahead of it because like I was so not ahead of the dad shit. The dad chunky shit caught me off so like hardcore, and I'm like, yeah, no, keep going. You what do you got?
Absolutely not. Those do nothing for me.
No.
I mean, is there any stake though? Because they don't really do anything for me either. But I mean, is there any stake to what I'm saying? Where like this trail running shit seems like it's going to be the next thing.
I don't know. Trail running's always been in, but I don't know. I don't think trail running is like the next, like dad shoe. I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know. It's the year 2020. We all want to dress like futuristic people. We want robot legs.
Dude, Solomon came out of nowhere, and they're doing really fucking good. On some side projects I've been doing, a lot of people that I've been working on with other people, a lot of people have been referencing Solomon in these trail running shoes. And then I, just for preparation for the show, I see like there's fucking 6 different brands that are coming out with each a new trail runner. I'm like, all right, I just clicked on it this now, or it's about to go off because everyone's doing trail shit. Yeah.
Well, we were talking about round 2 last week, so I bet you next week we'll find another trail running shoe.
Maybe. I mean, Tanner, do you have any stake in this? Does this seem like something that I know you don't look at everyone's sneakers like we do, but I mean, have you noticed anything like this?
I haven't noticed anything like this. I haven't noticed these shoes, and I will never buy them because I am strictly all black slip-on Vans.
All right.
Got them
Wait,
on right now.
This is a good time to pause. We have less than a we have less than a minute on this recording, so this is gonna bow out, and then I'll send you guys a new invite, and then we'll basically just maybe do a couple more minutes and then wrap it up.
Nice.
Gotcha.
All right, cool. Hey, so Chris basically is making me say this, that he brought up a very good point. He wants me to, he's forcing me to tell everyone. No. He's forcing me to tell you guys that earlier in the podcast,
Tanner, you and I were there for that, right?
I was there.
Yeah, we were there for that.
Made a good point. He just told me to tell you guys that. So the good point that Chris
thinks he made
is forcing me to say is the stimulus money, the $1,200 that we're supposed to receive. What is everyone going to do with that money? What are you going to do with that money, Chris? What are you buying? Are you buying anything?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely buying the purpose of that money to me is to put back in the economy so everything stops tanking. So I'm definitely spending most of that probably on some A-Life gear because that's still on sale. And then, I'll get a pair of sneakers probably. I don't know which ones yet, but I'm definitely buying some clothes.
Ooh, I like. I'm probably going to buy maybe the pair of turbo greens, or a pair of baby bears if I can get them for the low.
Okay.
One or the other. And also, rest of the money's pretty much going into small businesses, restaurants, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, but yeah. Aside from like getting the money, I spend it where people need it. Don't like go to Amazon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have enough.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos was talking about making a space station the other day, like during this whole shit. So like,
with $1,200?
No, with his $1 trillion million he has.
I would like to see that.
Tanner, what are you gonna do with
Tanner?
Probably head over to Amazon, Best Buy. I need a new computer. So probably go towards that.
Oh, I do need a new computer. My baby girl is on her last leg. I should probably buy that.
You probably need that more than you need new sneakers.
Some sneakers, yeah, definitely. Bro, I was thinking about that too.
I didn't even think about that, because she is having a rough time. There's no charge, really, and everything is slow. The fan is on for no reason, even though I just have Zoom open. I don't know what's going on here, but maybe I'll do that. Although computers are like $3,000 versus $1,200, but we'll see.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. Elle, what you got?
I don't know, man. Like, a part of me is like, I want to buy some clothes, but I'm like, who cares anymore, man? Like, we ain't getting out the crib forever, and like all my shit, is like still good. So I don't know, man. That computer sounds good, but who knows what we're gonna do with that money, man. I know it's definitely designed for us to stimulate the economy, but I don't know.
I think this is a very interesting time for streetwear because the consumer is back in the driver's seat more so than the reseller. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, because of that, the consumer we're gonna actually be able to see fair prices. Like, for example, the Air Jordans, the new ones that came out, whether you like them or not, they're still available, and they're okay shoes. Like, they're available for the public, and they're even like lower than retail right now on GOAT. There's a couple of other shoes that have been coming out that it's like they'll sell out. Like the Court Purples did sell out, but they're not going up very much,
Yeah.
So I don't know what the next couple of months is going to hold for us, but we might finally see a chance where consumers hold all the power again. They hold all the cards.
Well, one thing we know this month that's going to happen is the 420 sneaker because we have 420 coming up.
Before we go into that, Lawrence, what were you going to say?
Oh, no, I was going to say, why don't you guys hold your $1,200 so when the Dior's come out, you can put another $800 to the Dior's and then flip those shits for like $20,000, and there you go. That's economics 101.
There we go, baby. There we go.
Tanner, are you aware that Dior and Jordan are making a Jordan 1?
Dior, like the clone?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the bags and whatnot, all that stuff.
I didn't know. No.
If you had to guess how much the retail price of these shoes were going to be, what would you guess their
I just kind of
retail would be
put
at.
it out there.
Didn't Al just said 20 grand?
No,
No,
$2,000.
you said
Two.
resale. Oh, you did. Oh, my fault. I was trying to.
Yeah,
try
I
to-
say you take the 800. I say you take the 800, the 1,200, put another 800 with it. I said that there you go. That's how you get to Dior's and then flip them for 20 grand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my fault.
Yeah.
They're $2,000, dude. That's so. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't understand where this could go now because things are just gonna go up.
What?
Here they are, buddy.
They don't even look good.
All right. I guess that's your opinion. No, we could. No, for sure. I could see the unlikeliness of them. Do you like the lows better though?
No, they look like cheap, like customs.
Don't you fucking talk about that fine Italian leather like that, okay?
It looks like it's like glued on.
You trying to get into some fights over here, Tanner? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that lead swoosh right there.
I know, and the silver bit right by the tongue.
Yeah,
It looks like it's about to fall
that's
off.
real silver. Somebody had to die to get that.
Those
Fucking
forged.
ungrateful child.
That's so funny. All right.
I'm kidding. Obviously,
We can probably start to wrap this up. But one thing that Lawrence brought up was the quarterly shoe. Do we have a favorite quarterly shoe that's come out so far?
So far, my favorite shoe that's come out is the shoe that I've worked hardest to try to get and failed miserably. I'm going with the Nike SB Strange Loves.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm with Team Luke on that. I think Strange Loves are the shoe. Damn, there's so many great shoes, man.
There's a lot of great shoes that came out the past 4 months.
Plums, Syracuse, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Even the Stussy joints, the Travis Scott SBs. But I'm not gonna lie, Luke. I keep looking at those and I'm like, God damn, like
They are a work of art. They are incredible shoes. The choice of fabrics was great. Even like the box rollout was amazing. I mean, it was it was still very highly competitive to get, but it was a very nice shoe and it still holds up, I think.
Now, would you buy that with your stimulus money?
I don't know, man. I probably honestly that maybe honestly. Yeah, at this point, if we're looking at like 400, if they're 400 right now or when the stimulus money comes in, yeah.
Right now they're a little bit higher than 400.
580?
In that range. Yeah, it depends on your size. Yeah, they're but I think honestly, I know we're not trying to. They seem like they're just gonna keep going up. That's like, so to me that is it's a great shoe, man.
It's a great shoe.
Yeah. I would. Did the Travis SBs come out this quarter?
Yep.
Yeah,
they did.
Came
right?
out in late February.
Yeah.
I don't even know when dude. I'm so lost. Every day is a blur now. I don't know when shit was at all. But I would have to say that's my quarterly shoe.
Really?
Yeah, which is weird because all three of us picked an SB.
Right.
So they're
I
really
told you,
in full
baby.
force.
SBs are back.
Yeah. Tanner, do you have one?
Yeah, this quarter I got some new slippers. They have foam in them.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Hilarious.
That's great.
Let's ask Tanner some serious questions though, man.
Yeah.
You're back on the podcast, man. You used to you had one of the greatest reoccurring sketches that I would ever call, if I call it a sketch, the Sup Podcast intern show, which was dope as fuck.
Right.
Tanner, when you gonna bless us with a podcast intern show, man? We need one. The streets want one, man.
The streets want one. Do it for the streets.
Do it for the streets. Don't do it for us. Do it for the streets, bro.
The main question I got from people after we stopped using the Becky's studio was, is Tanner still gonna do the intern show?
And the answer was, Tanner let everyone down.
I let everyone down. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to respond to this.
Does Erwin want to do an intern show?
Maybe I'll ask him.
He's right there. Just ask him right now.
He's a little shy. He doesn't want to talk right now, and he doesn't have a mic. It would be weird.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right.
I was gonna set him up with one, but I did.
It would have been Tanner. That would have been next level.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the streets. The streets gonna keep on. I'm not on the streets anymore. I cleaned up my act.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Self quarantine, baby.
Love it. I don't know, man. Do you
No, I
guys
think
have
that's it.
Anything else?
Any final thoughts?
My final thought I will say is that to kill quarantine time, I did buy Animal Crossing, the game that's Luke's background there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can customize your clothing. So I have so many box logo hoodies now.
Oh,
Yo, I have the most fuckboy, which is, I remade me. So I made the most fuckboy version of an
Version
Animal
of
Crossing
you?
guy I could. Yeah, I got a Red Sox hat. I got a Life box logo.
What's your
I'm wearing
island called?
Tim's.
Supreme Italia?
No, it's called Epstein's.
It should, of course it is.
Jesus.
Oh God, can't even have a good thing going with this guy, man.
You fucking
Here's the
corporate
producer on the
shell.
show. Oh yeah, she quit. You're a fucking nightmare to work with, Chris. HR nightmare. HR nightmare.
What? Epstein's Island's a great name for my island.
You know what you're doing. I'm not gonna say what you're doing, but you know what you're doing.
And my fruit is cherries.
Why? So Lawrence, everybody's island gets a specific fruit that they can grow, and he just luckily landed on cherries, which we all know.
What happens on Epstein's Island?
A lot of popping.
Jesus Christ. You're a piece of shit, Chris.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit, Chris.
Does anyone else have any final thoughts?
Here's my final thought. You're a piece of shit, Chris.
I'll second that.
I'll third note that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Name of the episode: Chris is a piece of shit.
All right, we have our.
You're gonna listen, everybody. Featuring Tanner Williams.
Little Kiki, don't drop my government. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's in the description. I'm just going by what's on the names.
Christ.
So this has been Tanner. Thank you so much for coming back, buddy. We miss you. We appreciate you. Yeah, if you want to follow Little Kinky, which you absolutely should, he has a very underrated Instagram, which I don't know how you have so little followers for the amount of work you do sometimes.
Yeah.
But he's at lilkinky69, at LZD325, at Trovisis, at Not That Cheney, at Sub Podcast NYC on Instagram. There you can email us or text us. We have a Google Voice that you could leave a voicemail to. And then just follow us, share the show.
Discord,
whatever.
baby.
Yeah. Oh, join the Discord too. Tanner's in the Discord.
We're having a good time in the Discord. We're trying to keep each other sane, talking sneakers like nothing's going on.
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
think everyone's going to be very happy about Tanner's return. Tanner, maybe hop on the Discord, say what up, buddy. Just a little bit. All right, but that's it, guys. See you later.
All right, later.
Peace.
Peace.